Unit 3, Lesson 1. We are going to talk about building and sketching objects. So, how we can do that? Before we go in details, I like to get your attention about some important point. So, first of all, we are saying number one, we can view an object with a two-dimensional drawing on grid paper. What the meaning grid paper? We need to understand this one. So we will go to this drawing. This is a sample of grid paper. But how can we know this is grid paper or not? Grid paper, that means you can draw a two-dimensional object on the paper. So that means you need two axes only, the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is for the horizontal line and the y-axis for the vertical line. So if I want to show you now a sample of line, I can say, okay, with black color, I can draw an easy horizontal line from this dot to this dot, for example. And if I want to show you the y-axis, I have to go with a vertical way, and here it's easy to write x-axis and the vertical one y-axis. So as you can see, the dots here, they allow you to draw an x-axis and y-axis with an easy way. That's why we call it grid paper. Now we go back to the second point. We can view an object with a three-dimensional drawing. So this is number 2. How we can view an object with 3 dimensions? On isometric paper. In this case, I need to understand what the meaning of isometric paper. So I will go to another drawing to show you the isometric paper. This is an example of isometric paper. How do we know that? From the form of the dots, we will see that I can use 3 axes. That's why we call it 3 dimension. The 3 axes are x-axis for horizontal, y-axis for vertical, and the additional one, which is z-axis, and this is for the thickness of the object, or the height, or the depth. So let's see an example with the 3 axes. So if I want to draw the horizontal axis, here you are not going to see an horizontal line. You're going to see something like that. This is for x-axis. And with a 90 degree, you will see the vertical axis. And the third one, for the depth or for the thickness of the object, is the z-axis. So if I want to write on this one, I can do it with this way. I can say that this one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis, and this one is a z-axis. And as you can see, the 3 dimension, we call it 3 dimension because 3 axes, and from the form of the dots you can see right away the difference between isometric paper and the grid paper. So if we go back to continue, the third point, which is very important, we are saying what? To identify or build the object, we need a top view, a front view, and side view. What the difference between the 3 view? We will see it with a nice example right away. And there is a very important note: an internal line segment show where the depth or the thickness of the object change. These notes, we're going to return back to it when we are doing the example right away. So I'm going to invite you now to go to this example, and we'll see how we can get the 3 view from isometric drawing. So let's start. As you can see, this drawing, it's isometric. Why? Because the paper right away and the form of the dots can accept 3 axes, and the left side is 2-dimension only. Why? Because it has only the x and y. So before we start, how we can see the front view of this isometric object? So I'm gonna write with the pen, let's say, and with a nice line. I will show you. If you're with your eye you are looking to this direction, we call that the front view. So this is the front view. So I'm gonna make an arrow. If we are looking to this way, we call that front view. Excellent. Now, to make it easier for ourselves, we're gonna color only the faces of these cubes that I can see it when I look from the front view. So let's color it with the crayon, and we're gonna use, let's say, the red color. So if I'm looking from the front view, I will see this side or this face right away. Easy. What about this one? Impossible. I cannot see it from the front view. What about this one? Impossible. I cannot see it. What about this one? Yes, I can see that from the front view. Easy. What about this? Impossible. I cannot see it from the front view. This one? Impossible. This one? Impossible. This one? Impossible. But this one, yes, it's possible. I can see it from the front view. What about this one? Impossible. But this one, it's possible. So these are the 4 faces of this shape that I can see it from the front view. So now it's the time to draw these 4 faces. And to draw it, I'm gonna try to draw it with the same color, which is red. So now what we can see from here, I can see that there is 1, 2, and 3. These 3 blocks are down, so I can draw it with red. So we'll do it now. So I can make 1, 2, and 3 for the 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And I close the shape to show you the base. 1, 2, 3 blocks in the first floor. Now, there is something here that we need to understand, that if we read the note, it's saying an internal line segment shows the depth or the thickness of the object change. Really? The first one in the left side, the first face in the left side, it's in different depths of the second one. That's why I don't have a choice. I have to add a red line. From the second to the third, they are in different depth, different level. So I don't have a choice. I have to add a line. Now, I finished with the first floor. Let's go to the second floor. It's not on the left side, it's not on the right side, it's on the middle. So in this case, I need to add something with this way. Now this is a shape, and someone will tell me, do I need this line? Do I need to keep it? Actually, yes. If you see between this face and this face, they are in different depths. That's why I don't have a choice. I have to keep this one. And here I'm gonna choose the red color to write front view. Excellent. I think it's easy. Now we will go to the top view. So in this case, I will go to the line, choose the black again, and I'm going to show you where is the top. This line is a top view. If I am trying to look with my eyes with this way from up to down, Imagine you are in the plane and you are looking to the top or the roof of a house. We call that top view. So if I'm looking with this way, this is what I'm gonna see, some faces. So let's color these faces with a different color. So I'm gonna change to crayon, and we're gonna change, let's say, to bluish color. So how are we gonna do this? First of all, from the top view, if I start from here, can I see that from the top? Yes, I can see it from the top view, very clear. What about here? Impossible, I cannot see it. What about here? Impossible, I cannot see it from the top. But I can see this one. So this is another face. What about this one? Impossible. But this one, it's possible. This is what I can see from the top view. What else? This one too. So I can see 4 faces from the top view. In this case, to draw it on the paper or on the 2-dimensional paper, I will choose the blue color, and I'm gonna try to check how can I draw this 4 faces. If I take this 1, 2, 3, they are straight like that, so I can write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, another line, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna close this block to show that I have 3 blocks here, to show the 3 blocks at the top view here. But again, between the left face and the second face in the middle, they are in different depths. I don't have a choice, I have to add this line. And from the second to the third, there is different depths, so I have to add this line. And don't forget, there is 1 block or 1 face down, so I have to add it with this way. And this line, I have to keep it. Why I have to keep this line? I don't have to remove, because between this face and this face, they are in different level. This is down, this is up. That's why I have to keep it. And right away, I can write here with the blue color that this is the top view. Now, what I need to do is the side view. Which side is easier for me that I can show to you in this drawing? It's the right side. So if I'm gonna choose the right side here, I'm gonna draw an arrow with this way to let you know that this is really, we can type it side view, or right, if you like, side view. Right side view. Excellent. Now I'm gonna choose another color to show you this. Let's say I'm gonna choose the green. The green will help me to choose which face I can see from this side. It's easy, this one, that this I can see it from the right side view. This face I can see it from the right side view, and this I can see it from the right view. I cannot see anything else from the right side view. So as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3 in shape of L. So let's draw it on the 2-dimension paper with the green drawing. How can I draw it? As you can see from here to here, I need 2 blocks. These 2 blocks, 1 and 2, I need to draw it here. 2 blocks. Now, between this face and this face, they are not in the same level. That's why I don't have a choice. I have to add a line. But don't forget, in the left side, not in the right side, in the left side, there is a block. So I have to add it. What about this line? Do I remove it or I keep it? If you look to this one and this one, they are in the different level, different depths. That's why I have to keep this line between. And here I can write with the green color that this is the right side view. And like that, I finish the demonstration of the front and the top and the side view. Can someone tell me if there is other view? For sure there is. There is the back view, there is the bottom view. I'm gonna help you to draw the bottom view and you try to do the back view by yourself. So let's try to see from where I can see the bottom view. If I do the arrow with this way, this is what I can see from the bottom view. And this is the opposite of the top view. Someone will tell me they will be the same. If I compare between the top view, this is gonna be the same. Actually, it's not exactly the same. I will show you why it's not exactly. There is some difference. So let's start. What I can see, I will see everything, four faces, exactly close to the top view. But there is a small difference, and I hope that you can see it. I'm gonna draw it with black color so you can see it right now. First of all, you will see that this block, it's on the top, and this is the opposite of the top view. Top view, see this and down this block, but here if I look from the bottom, I will see this in the top, and the three others, 1, 2, and 3, they are down with this way. Now there is a small problem here. Who can tell me there is a small mistake? Who can tell me? Think well. I will leave you for small seconds. Try to figure out where is my mistake, or what is the difference between the top view and the bottom view. You will notice that the four faces, they are in the same level, and that's why it can exist or it can be supported on a table. That's why they are not in different depths. That's why I cannot add line here, I cannot add line here, and I don't have a choice. I have to remove this line. So I'm gonna try to remove this one. It's the right one. There is no line here, there is no line here, there is no line here. The four are in the same depths or the same level. So I can write now that this one is the bottom view. So if you see the difference between the top view and the bottom, first of all, this block, it was down, but when I'm looking from the bottom, this block became up. The second thing, that there is lines here to show that the blocks are in different level, but here they are in the same level, so I don't add any lines. So I encourage you to try the back view, and maybe we can discuss that in the class. So I hope you understood this one, and the next lesson is going to be Unit 3, Lesson 2. Thank you.